In any case, I don't think Execration are going to be feeling too comfortable with their city net.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cuckoo had a lot to do with that, right? I think he definitely called him down. There's a reason why he's considered one of the best captains. There's a reason why he's called Bosku as well, right? And I do like the call right now a little bit more. I'm interested to see what's going to happen now with this lane, as in the first blood happens up top with Shanks.
Yep. This is not a very happy Spectre. Still 14-1, so finding farm. I imagine some of these, if not most, have been onto these treants, but yeah, the denies. And
Palos, is he just going to die to the treants here down bottom? They don't have an arrow.
Oh, no, they do.
They just hit him. They just hit him with the arrow. The body blocks don't come out, but the leap to try to get a little more attack speed. Palos will fall to Tims pretty much alone. The treants just were there for a little bit of extra damage, but Bosco doesn't even bother. They tip him as well. They glimpse back Tims. Okay. Tims is okay to die for this.
That's something, and I think you're right. He is okay to die. No experience there, no assist gold by the looks of things either for the Spectre. Does, you know, kind of reduce the how big of a lead that Bob's able to get, how oppressive he can be, especially if Tims decides to stick around. And careful though. Carl used Swashbuckle onto the wave, which means he doesn't have it now.
And he dies
for it.
I think it was the flame break damage that ended up killing him off, as Tims does get a counter kill here, but it's a good start for Bob, and he got the experience out of it. Ultimately, I would say it's a win for him, as they both have TP.
Generally like to rely on their strengths in lane to at least flex their powerful skills, you know, and base stats in the case of Nyx Assassin. When you can't do that, I mean, your best bet is just at least trading 1-for-1. At least he's able to do that as mid lane. Bob, baiting here.
That's Firefly. He tried to flame break that away, but instead he got hit by the arrow. Is Bob really going to die here? Oh, Bob. He thought he could get away with a cheeky flame break play. XD! Wow. Even Carl realized that was a weird play.
But I mean, it's fine. They're having fun. I mean, this is the full Filipino matchup, you know? It's a really tough game here for Tino.
And also, the traditional mindset against Broodmother is always, when she gets level 6, what will we do? Well, what if she never gets level 6? Solved!
Exactly. Not an issue here so far for Blacklist Rivalry, who are going to now put some more pressure into the mid lane as Carl is killed off. A nice toss back there from Shanks will secure it.
Bob, he doesn't have the flaming lasso any longer. We're chasing after Tims. Shanks might go up to the high ground.
XD, the tip back.
Oh, but it's full caps this time.
It is.
That's a more serious XD. And
Carl with the 3 Haas. Okay. Of course, they did just run bottom, so AU has returned alongside Tims.
Yeah. They're going to find Palos now. With a cookie. Scatterblast already been used. As well, the arrow. Short range though, so only Max only getting some damage, but that's going to work out to kill off the Spectre, as the counter initiation is here. It's going to be Bob, and he's hoping to finish off AU. Not the best trade, but at least you made something out of Palos' life, who maybe was farming a bit too aggressively to give Tino some space.
Best tower sieger, but maybe that's where you can rely on Cuckoo for him to do a little bit more tower damage. We shall see, but for now it's Execration who'll make an aggressive play on the blink reveal.
Dark Pact I think got used. No, it didn't get used in time, which means Static Storm will now cancel this Slark Brave. Instead, AU will try to TP, and he will not be successful, as I think it was Avalanche that canceled.
I think it was Glimpse.
Oh, it was Glimpse, okay.
I think it was Glimpse. And I expect Tino, as soon as they show on the map, to get right onto this tower. It'll force a decision from Blacklist at that stage. Do we continue trying to hunt the Spectre? Do we go back and defend the tower and chase a spider? You know, he's still finding a bit of impact here. Or will Carlo just die?
Carlo will just die. They also kill his courier on top of that, adding insult to injury here.
But the tower goes down top.
Yes, which is finally Tino's job has been completed. 17 minutes in, not the ideal timing for a Broodmother, but
it's bottom.
Some recovery. Bottom lane, like you said, they're going for Bob. Bob, though, is too strong against fire. He's actually playing around the high ground very perfectly, and Carl could get in trouble. Has a swashbuckle ready, though, to get away, just in case. But Shank is here to cancel it. Yeah, Carl's in a difficult position now. They got the avalanche toss as well. No need. The haunt will finish him off. Carl's down. There's the 50-50 man we knew, as they also catch Tims, 2 dead, and perhaps a third as AU is being glimpsed back into the kinetic fields. That was Carl leading the whole team into a crazy push.
Look at the amount of ult chat in here.
Classic Yuna. They're probably going to wait for the next big item, I'm assuming. Maybe pipe on Bosku. This would help him a lot. And then smoke on that. Or maybe just play on the BKB on Slark. We already hear a lasso. That's going to be for the Pangos. Static Storm. There's no way to get out of this one.
Double dust.
But they have the damage. They do.
And the detection, most importantly this time. They won't let it slip away from their hands.
But that's the Shadow Step as well, used, not the Haunt.
Especially because Palos no longer has the Haunt. He's only playing now with Shadow Step.
Right.
That being said, it's still very effective if it's only onto you, Carl.
Yes, but Carl is a roll-up. Now the Rolling Thunder. And he goes, let's go for Shanks. The TPs are coming. It's Bosku first. He'll trust Bosku to join him, but the pipe is saving Shanks from most of the damage right now. In fact, Bosku, he might have just been baited by Carl. Bosku's in trouble, so is Carl. He's sending the static storm. The cookie is not going to help him in time. Bosku's already fallen. Carl in that static storm tries to get a shield crash, a little bit damage reduction out. He is tanking a fair amount as the reinforcements are here by Blacklist Rivalry, hoping to save the mid laner, but they won't be good enough. The dispersion is actually what gets him there.
Ravens feels like he can still fight. I don't know.
He tried to take a support down, but instead he got sent back thanks to the glimpse. Tims will die instead. And now, with the cookie trying to fight against Palos head on, Blade Mill activated. He can no longer do this, and a toss cancels his last TP from AU. Shanks never actually left a fight. Blacklist Rivalry, they can't quite find the right fights to take.
I'm not sure where this comes from. Maybe it's some sort of, they're just a Div 2 team, we'll just run at them kind of thing. I don't know what it is. It was a really strong start as well from Blacklist that might have kind of, you know, led them astray, but yeah, now they're going to be...
As soon as the dark gets used, that was a perfect lasso timing. Bob was waiting for that. Bob was waiting for that the whole time. Well played.
It doesn't really feel like Blacklist can contest this very easily, even with kisses.
The bottom of the Roche. Palos takes the Ages as well. Now this makes it much more difficult for Blacklist to deal with Execration.
I wonder if Bosku is not, you know, maybe regretting going instead of BKB instead of this Pipe of Insight. You know, being able to stand his ground a little bit more and actually kind of...
Raven? That was crazy. I don't think that Shadow Step was going to work. It's Ags now.
If he can be a little bit more stand your ground and fight type of carry. By the way,
Raven,
speaking of calculating fights, Blacklist are like, we're not scared of Aegis. In we go.
In we go.
The pounce.
Yeah, but he has two now.
We have two.
That's why you get the double. Oh, okay, Carl gets saved by the Force Staff. Okay, no triple pounce. Unfortunately, that's why you don't miss the first one. And now they toss Carlo in place. Not great. Rolling Thunder plus roll up.
Okay,
and keep Carlo stunned. Someone kill Carlo, please. There we go. He's finally down. Haunt has been committed though, but not much damage going down. Nice avalanche. Bosku, he could be in trouble now. And he's quite slow. He needs a TP to really get away. Lasso's been used as well on the Pangolier, but Bob is suffering a lot of damage here from the kisses, and now Raven as well, thanks to the pounce. Will kill Bob. It's working in Blacklist's favor now. Shanks is the next target, it seems like, but he's quite tanky. Raven, however, gets the pounce, has extra and shit, and that's a dead Shanks.
Very good, and this is what Slark wants. It does feel like 1920 is that kind of break point on Essence. He's up to 26. He can easily kill this spider. He's going to smash it like you try and smash spiders, except he's actually going to kill it.
Yes. Everyone knows the natural enemy of spiders is fish. And maybe spiders are a little bit too slippery. Armadillo catches her. We're watching a really weird episode of Discovery Channel as Tino finally loses his life.
Oh, Palos is in.
Palos is
you madman.
Why? Oh, because he can actually kill Carl.
Because he can kill him.
He's too strong.
No,
that ignored the clip. Sent him away. He saved Carl.
Oh, no.
Where's the tip, Carl? You need the tip up now. This is a golden moment, Carl. XD in the chat, please. Oh, that is a dead Palos. And a really bad fight for Execration because they're going to lose it twice.
45 essence, by the way. Arrow whips, that's
He's
fine.
dead. That doesn't matter. There's a pounce ready. Palos, okay, maybe they miss everything.
Bob's here? What the heck?
This fight is going on.
Oh, no, Shanks.
They have no chill. Shanks is joining along. They have a Palos is dead, though.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's the tip by Carl. And the pounce pitch perfect. Shanks will just be the last sacrificial lamb in this engagement. 10 agility for the Slark.
54 stacks of essence there. He's now losing them very quickly, of course.
Oh, Bob got caught as well.
Oh,
round. He has no firefly.
I can't believe this.
There's no way Bob dies here, right? Carl, 4 seconds. He only has roll up, though. They're going to let him go.
I can't believe. For now, at least, he has finished up the Basher, so it does allow him to fight through the Slark a little bit more, but there's a smoke play now.
Are they going for this Tiny first?
No, I think they're going to find Carlo.
Oh, well, they hit him with Wrath of Nature. I guess it's a start.
The Tiny.
Carl? Yes. He's committing to his Rolling Thunder this time. Swashbuckle as well. Shield crash in place. And that's almost a check. Safe by the pipe for now. Shanks out of mana. The counter initiation's here. Carl is going to be sent back under the tower. But he does have Swashbuckle to survive for now. He has 2 Spectre Illusions onto him. Spectral Dagger as well. Mortimer Skins to cover his escape. As Raven fights Spectre head on. Realizes this Spectre's a little bit too strong. Raven just trying to get a little bit of space here. Carl's already dead. The Avalanche also stops this retreat here from Blacklist Rivalry's Palos. Has to get the next kill. It's going to be on Tims, it seems like. So only supports here for the guys of Execration, and of course that initial Carl kill that was so valuable for them.
Just an absolutely bonkers game. This is a 22-22, less than a 1K net worth lead, but I do feel like Execration are going to be very happy with the way that that last fight has played out for them. Once again, they get Palos back into the driver's seat as Blacklist Rivalry. They initiate down bottom and do force the battle. Hold on, I thought they're on a Slark.
Yeah, he has BKB, but no pounces. 4 more seconds for that pounce. Dark packs preemptively. Now gets hit with a Spectral Dagger. The pounce is finally here. They toss the creep to get vision over him. And they do! That's gonna work!
Wow.
What a play! What a play there by the Tiny.
I don't know why they've tipped Bosco.
I'm not sure either. There's only very slim cases where Shadowdance duration might be better, right? But it's rare. I think the SS shift talent is ridiculous.
I don't think it does because it says only Shadow Dance. Hold on, I think we're going to fight.
Yeah, it's just Shadowdance. It's not that strong. Yeah.
You knew where I was going with that. Good leap away from Tim's.
Rolling Thunder.
That's 4-1.
Okay, they glimpse someone into the Static Storm. They could kill Marana with this, and Carlo still surviving. They don't hit him with the last Rolling Thunder bit. Swashbuckle also misses Carlo to the high ground. Carlo somehow still alive as Carlo trying to finish off his doppelganger. Instead, they got the lasso with Raven. Carlo is stronger than Carl. The extra letter is making him unkillable here.
Carlo's still alive, too.
He's up on the high ground. He's cosplaying a ward. Carlo finally gets him. But it's just not good enough. He might die for this. The Tiny's keeping in control. Tino's just hitting him as much as he can. They have a the Vice. That's going to be a dead Pangolier. I cannot believe how long Carlo survives there.
And it's Execration who immediately move into taking this second Roshan as well. Yeah, I mean, that's just, it's such a good fight there for Execration, isn't it? Once again, the Rolling Thunder not perfectly positioned. Shoutouts to Carlo as well, who does die in that.
They got Bosco too.
Oh, no.
That's going to be your last core dead here. That's going to be a free Roche, unless...
No, he's dead.
They have Yules. Look, Spectre doesn't even commit to this. That's the sign of disrespect. She goes back to the Roche and just lets the illusion do the trick with the help of the Bat Rider.
And Bat Rider. I mean, also the Bat Rider.
The illusion mostly. Because you're going to have to use Dark Pit in the fights, but you can at least preserve Death Shroud for the lasso.
Maybe he does have to use it. A lot of the Slarks I've seen have wanted more to use Death Shroud to help cover their team, to give them that second kind of win, you know, in these fights, so to speak. But I agree. I think he does have to be a little bit greedier now with the usage, because
Bob is going to kill him.
It has to be something for him.
No, they didn't command the Shadow Step. Okay.
No, it's Palos who can get the kill, if they have detection.
No, see, it's just the illusion again. Oh, no, it's 2 cores, guys. They can't buy dust.
No, it's impossible.
Doesn't show up in the shop for them. Now they know, actually. Blacklist Rivalry is going to take advantage of the fact that there's no Bob here, so they're going to try to fight here. Let's see if it works out. For now, it's Bosco tanking a fair amount of damage. AU finally dies in the top lane, and Bosco has been left alone. He's dead. Marana is now been stuck with the Yule Scepter. They get the toss, they get the bash, now the Abyssal. She's dead. And so does Carl. Turn into a pig, now turn into a set of ham. Raven finally joins in, but we already got a hand. Can we get a pairing of Sushi here as well? Raven will get the kill. The Shark looking nice. Carlos, he does get the kill. Now he BKBs. He tries to get away. Bob nearby. Bob still has vision and extra movement speed as well. Have the Yule Scepter. Raven just used a Dark Pact, and it seems like Bob should have seen this. Flame break back. Oh, where's the Yules? Oh, there's a Spectre instead. Avalanche. There we go. Finally, the pairing of Sushi we're looking for. Raven tries to get enough distance to pounce, but it's on cooldown, which means Blacklist Rivalry will be losing every single one of their heroes one by one.
And it just feels about impossible for the Slark to actually fight mano a mano there. Basher, of course, if you proc Basher, you are guaranteed to hit the auto attack as well.
He's not going to die even a single time, though.
I mean, they do annoy him. Oh, Gleipnir's up for Bosco as well. So double root. In comes this next root if they maintain vision, and they don't, unfortunately. So no follow-up here. That sucks, because Slark just respawned, and they really needed to get something there.
And the range wrecks are falling. Catapults.
Yes, they have not cleared the catapults. I think it's going to die. Yep, okay.
That's Mega Crease for the catapults.
And also a free kill onto Raven.
Wow.
Yep. Okay, that's
game. There we go.
GG. Okay, that's how this one ends.
All right, guys.
Not with thunder and applause, but a little bit more of a whimper out from Blacklist, unfortunately, as they will lose game number 1 here to Execration.
It seems like Blacklist, there was a little bit of plot losing towards the end of the game where they just didn't manage to get that consistent team fight they were looking for.
We didn't even need to put the tank in the Darren Maul this time.
he definitely brings a joy to the DPC that is hard to describe.
Yeah, very
but
true.
you know, the joy now is to be found by Blacklist Rivalry, who have found Palos in the bottom lane. They go for a really surprising
He's shifting though.
Oh no.
He do be shifting.
Palos is shifting, but can they shift gears? Oh, maybe. Yeah, Bosco didn't get hit by the tower long enough, so nobody's going to die.
Wow.
But Palos will shift himself into safety.
What a balanced hero, huh?
It's level 1 attribute shift. It's kind of, it's the fault. What is AU doing?
What are you talking? He literally got smoked by
round 2,
four.
says AU.
Oh, maybe he'll get him.
Oh, he'll get it. Thunderstrike. Oh, go!
Oh!
Yeah! AU! Get the
There it is, the tips. Let him rain down. Bosku tips Palos. There it is. There. Come on, give some more. Oh, he's going to deny himself, AU.
But I think there's a lot more kill potential this time, especially if someone rotates. Let's see what else happens in the rest of the lanes here. The bottom lane is also a big kill lane, so we'll see how effectively Tims can utilize this magic damage against him as this middle or Carl dies to Bob.
And like I really do think this lane is rather difficult. Some surprise jumps onto the Morph lane. Who, I'm a little bit surprised by this, Avo, has decided not to go for a point in waveform, but the 2 in attribute shift, so he still has those safety points.
And he can be punished for this. Scatter blast, plus the hoof stomp gets him. Hopefully our second observer caught that kill and get in the replay in a second, but because it means sticks.
It does mean sticks.
But in Spain, when you sew someone on sticks, that's the phrase, which means I am gonna beat you up. Coserte a palos.
Really?
Yeah, which is why it's so appropriate for the carry.
That's very cool. Timo, he's getting stitched apart.
Yes, Tim's got some stitches there. Some magical stitches from Bob.
And so does Tino as well. That's going to be the first permanent stack of Agi. Mid lane, though, the pressure's still being applied here. Even getting the Fortify out. Now, Bob does not have a single point in the Diabolic Edict, but he still does nuke the waves incredibly quickly.
Yes.
So the wagon doing a bit of work here.
Maybe with a Walrus Punch, they have a setup. They still have the kinetic field. Snowball, a little bit more damage from the strike. The slows are good. The Bob is fighting back, actually. Thanks to the bottle. He's keeping himself alive. The Scatter Blast will finish him off.
Huge stun.
Telekinesis gets his 3, but they once again lack the damage. Fate Bolt in a second for Carlo. AU keeps his distance, making sure not to get Fate Bolted, and Carlo dies without securing that second kill.
Yeah, Tims gets the
first kill.
Yeah, considering, of course, he doesn't need that energy booster. He simply disassembles the boots. So he just needs that Voodoo Mask and then the money for the recipe, and he'll be basically online. As mid lane, there is a Snowball under tower. Telekinesis is still going to stun up the Rubik if he interrupts it. However, the counter kill is going to happen in exchange. So it'll be a 1-for-1 and a much better trade there for Execration, indicated by Carlos' tip.
Yeah, Apollo's in the bottom lane, though. This could secure this kill as there's no TPs ready to save him. However, he has attribute shift. He's also a Morphling, but he gets glimpsed back into the hook stop. They missed that combo. And now they just need one more stun to keep him in place. Actually, he just took too long to attribute shift.
He did.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And now the question is, what will Tino,
pardon me.
what will he build next? Maybe he just rush the Scythe of Vice like we see so many Brood Mothers go for?
I like that from him last game.
Palos.
He got the shift off again, though.
He also the hook stop didn't hit him. So that's going to help. But maybe they have enough damage even through that attribute shift. He's still stuck in the shards. They commit the Stampede.
Wow.
Now the Mortimer's kisses, so this deters any sort of Execration aggression, and finally Palos will die. You don't care about the shift, you just have enough damage. That would have been really cool.
I have no idea.
Chat, we'll give 100 Twitch points or whatever it is to whoever tells us.
Who invented stirrups?
Thank you.
AU is going to die. I know Caltrops were very popular in the European plains. Oh, hold on.
Bosku.
Good stun.
Seemed like he just wanted to annoy him. Yeah, that's the X.
Snare.
That's a little bit annoying. Carl's forced back to BKB, but Raven wants to fight. And thanks to the Mage Slayer, they're really reducing his damage. Level 2 kisses might just be enough. Bob dies. That's it without a Scotty on Raven.
Palos is here, though. He's got BKB.
Shadow Dance Palos with the BKB turns into Tusk, but there's a Stampede to disengage. They had this plan from the start. Carl doesn't get hit by the Snowball stun. Bosku gets saved by the Cookie. And Blacklist Rivalry, they have the high ground advantage now, which means they can still go for it. Hookstomp, though, gets avoided. Telekinesis stopping Bosku. And now he's stuck in the web. Like a fly in the web, what will they kill first? The Warren, it seems like he's going to be Lunge, though they have Desert as well. No, because they're fighting back. Lunge is fighting back. Raven wants to kill the Morphling, and Palos will die as a result. Static Storm surprising him. Carlo now gets sent back with a glimpse. Flying fish everywhere, but Carlo will die as a result of this play.
Yeah. I'm not so sure if he can actually win those mano-a-manos anymore.
No,
they're going to be significantly more difficult here. It's Pipe of Insight now, Force Staff for Cuckoo. I think that's an item build he likes to go for.
Look at Raven go!
Wow.
He's hunting Bob right next to his tower, and he might just kill him.
Oh yeah,
Scotty with Mage Slayer, there's not enough healing on Bob. They send him back with Glimpse. He's stuck in the kinetic field. Another kill on Bob. Static Storm
Raven wants to fight more.
Gets Carlo, and Raven will finish him off.
Yep, that's 34 stacks of essence, so there's no way he was backing down from that fight. Another double kill here.
It's like we're in an A all of a sudden.
It is.
There's Axe being picked up on Tims as well, so we're going to get a little bit of extra save here on Blacklist Rivalry. This will make very difficult for, honestly, Bob to heal. And talking about Bob, Bob's dead.
Yep. He's just getting caught out now. I mean, he is not tanky enough to lift it. Well, specifically, he really doesn't have enough damage to deal with the Slark, which is, I think, normally not what he's used to.
You does fall at least. Tim's is the next target.
Raven's in.
Raven is in. Did he actually shout out? So just the
Great
effect for
start.
now. He's going for the supports first, gathering as much essence as he can. Now he could be in trouble, has to heal. Tim's is also in trouble. Depth shot has been used, and that's not going to save Tim's, who put himself out of position with a Force Staff. He's just trying to gain as much space as possible. He won't succeed. Now they root up the Slark. Raven has to dark fight himself to safety. Bosku's also running away with a haste rune. In the web he goes. Raven wants to join him.
Palos, not really. He's got Ags. Okay, that's the big item. Palos has Ag Scepter. And, sorry, Lesh also, Bob has a 9-second BKB. So two pretty big items that they're smoking in on, as there goes Bosku, finding the spinner snare. And the stun. Toss back.
Bosku might be in trouble now, Bob.
Oh, look at the damage.
BKB, so he avoids Static Storm for now, but they did force the BKB with the Walrus Punch. They keep him in place.
Bob's
And look at the
in
Slark
trouble.
going for him. He's still slow by the Scotty. He's not healing that much. Motormerskis might not be hurting him. Finally, the BKB ends. They have a chance, but they're going for Rubik first. Carl wants to get away.
Bob is
Does
dead.
not want to get stuck here with the Morphling. And unfortunately, Carl will get stuck there dead.
Bosku.
They sent Bosku in, but that was a really awkward initiation as he's trying to run away. Tim's, why are you griefing your boss? Tim's just sent him to his death.
Oh no, that was very awkward here. Winter would have lots of things to say about this, notably saying, I think this is wrong, he should go for Moonshard instead.
Yes.
I'm kind of in that camp as well, but of course these stats are still very well utilized on the Slark.
As they send Centaur back yet again. This time Tim's can make up for this. Oh, no, they're going to snowball him
He's in
again.
onto Bob.
There's only one way to go, and that's further in.
He's tanking though.
And apparently that's going to lose Bosku's life.
Okay.
As Carl's forced to activate BKB, saved by the cookie. They even stole Stampede here on the Rubik.
Which is like a 2-for-1 in terms of reducing the heals, right? There goes Roche, by the way. Easy kill for Palos. For now, the consideration is Bob's lifesteal. They've been doing a phenomenal job thus far, making sure that Bob has never been able to lifesteal very much. By the way, okay, everyone caught in the spinner snare. That's going to reveal a smoke gank. And here's Carlo as well to do even just that. Well, Raven. Madman.
Yeah, he wants to go for the supports first. Fight the Morphling instead. Not the ideal target. He did use the Shoutouts already.
He doesn't have
going to
Lincoln.
die. He does not. There's the Stampede. That's Rubik's, though. And that might put AU in a difficult position. Might have to drop Static Storm. No, he dies before he can. TP from Carl. They're stuck in the spinner snare again. Tim's trying to get out. Maybe helping out Bosku instead. Tried to swallow him and gulp him away.
There's another pounce.
Another Stampede steal, so he can keep it for longer as Bosku used it to try to get himself to safety, but instead he'll find himself surrounded and killed. Oh no, Blacklist once again losing the plot a little bit here in these initiations. At first it was kind of funny, but now I'm literally reading the ability. It says that like once a hero gets rooted, right, the other heroes can also get rooted, but the duration is going to be the same. It's going to last for the same time. So why do you keep walking into it? Multiple heroes. I don't really understand.
All right, we're fighting. There's a Hex on the Raven.
Oh, the Raven there as well.
Raven.
Save Raven.
The cookie.
They have the show that's in time. And the Force as well.
But they've leashed him.
They have leashed him. He has Death Shroud on top of him. He's healing a lot. They managed to kill the Rubik perhaps? No, Carl went in like crazy and instead he's just going to get pummeled on his own. Okay. Carl's dead.
He has buy die, but that's getting really bad. Now, GG, oh, it's well played. Okay.
Just a well played. Just a well played.
Sorry, I got really scared.
Yes, it does.
Okay, not a bad item there. Once you consider that Morph obviously make that Slark cannot gain Essence Shift stacks. There he goes, though.
He is. The Aegis Star is 1 minute and 33 seconds. Trying to get rid of it first. Another Hex for Bosku, but Bosku's a little bit tankier. They can stand with a cookie. Bosku, he knew that he could survive this.
What a man.
They even glimpsed like the Morphling. Okay, this might be his first life now. Palos tries to shift. First life gone. 17 attribute shift stacks, or sorry, essence shift stacks for the Slark. And a Static Storm gets set up. There's no big chance because there's an Axe, but they do same with a Force Staff. Now the Walrus Punch. Carl's back to fight. Carl wants to get rid of this Morphling. Palos is dead. And Blacklist rivalry. They want to get the Broodmother's head. Tino sent back to his grave.
Shout out to that little ping, Palos pings. Tusk has returned. Indeed, he has there on the buyback. So it's all important to get proper positioning now to set up for the impending Roche fight.
And the smoke and a bunch of webs being spun so they can find this area.
On Bosku.
Yeah, Bosku, I think, meant to do this because he does Force Staff, unless he gets tossed back. There's the Force Staff used. Carl finds Bob first. Bob, hard here to kill, but now there's Slark's on him. They save him with a shard. Now the BKB used, but Bob's still slow with a Scotty. Bob, he goes invisible, and apparently he's
They don't have detection?
They don't have detection.
Wow.
Carl didn't die to Palos, though, and that's the round 2 for Raven. And they send the Tusk in. Palos did get stunned, managed to get Force Staff to safety. Still trying to kill Carl. The snowball's being set up. The whole stuff as well. And Palos is dead. They did get him.
He bought back.
He did buy back, but Blacklist Blacklist rivalry. They're going to have to deal with this more for a second time. Can they do so? Will they just retreat? Tim is trying to TP. He is retreating, and he will succeed as they don't have vision over him. Bosku might not be so lucky, though. Tries to get some space, the Havoc Hammer, but unfortunately, Bosku is as good as dead.
Okay.
Palos did that too. As Palos is trying to finish off this tower in the top lane, Cliff has finally been committed. Will they buy back on the Centaur? Probably not. They're probably going to let 2 lanes go. Unless... never mind. Spoke too soon. Raven has no chill. He's going for the Morphling. Wants to force his time back. There's a Stampede committed as well. Apollo's gets saved by the Force Staff. And Raven has to change targets. Once again, though, invisibility saves Bob.
They need sentries. They need sentries down here to try and defend. Bob is way too confident up here.
Yes,
Raven,
he is.
It can fight. He's got 25 seconds of essence. He just needs to see his target.
Yeah, there's the Shadow Dance committed, so they can't quite stun him. But they do get him with a couple of area stuns. Palos like they think Static Storm. They really want to come into Bob. Bob, though, he's not going to die. His Slurk's turned into a pig, and the Slurk is going to to him. There's going to be a second Slurk life. Will he commit it now, or will he wait for Carl?
I think now you just chill. They've already gotten what they want for it. There's a stolen Stampede, so they're just going to get out as well and go back for Roche. He is twice now saved allies. First in that last fight for Bob to get him out of Static Storm. This second time for Palos. Palos immediately BKBs and goes to work. This late into the game when you really need to be man fighting 1v1, right, is the point.
Okay, Bosco, they clearly see you. But if you're slow about it, maybe they forget.
They're going to take down Roche.
Bosco doesn't care.
The gobble up.
They threw a Centaur, not the right one. It's going to be ages taken now by Palos.
Yep, he also grabs the shard. We'll see if he wants to take it. Not a bad one here, but of course the problem is you can't use it while silenced, only while stunned. They're going to try and go through maybe this mid or top lane. Sneaky, sneaky.
Are Blacklist rivalry not the kings of 2-1s, though?
They are. Yeah. They are, but Execration, they've never gone to a game 3 in their 4th series. We'll see if they do it now as they jump Raven.
Raven did get a dark backed off, so that's Hex going to be immediately dispelled. The Snowball with some help as well. Depth Sharp, no, it was actually the Shadow Dance that got used first. They're going for Palos, but he's not going to die. BKB did get spent. They glimpse him back. Static Storm. They don't use it. They won't commit it just yet because it's his first life, of course, on Palos.
Whoa, Raven.
They saved him. Raven went a little bit hand, but he's saved by the Dark Pact as well. Now Palos turned into a Slark. They saved him with a cookie, but now he body blocks Tims. That's going to be bad for Tims, who might just kill himself. They had to commit it here, and they're hoping to kill the Morphling at least once, but they lack the damage. Raven didn't want to commit for this, and he's going to live through this. Like I said, still his first life, finally gone. Motormerskis is committed, but you're out of resources for round number 2. And round number 2 is going to hurt a lot as Palos seems unkillable here.
And that is, okay, there's at least a fortified, but they're really setting up to take down this thing.
There's a heart on Bosco, so he's not going to go down easily this time. They also sent a Slug like crazy. They surprised the Morphling. Palos is dead. He didn't shift for that stun. And of course, the help from the Bloodthorn is what stopped the shift there as Bob, Thunderstruck, he still tries to hit Bosco. He's trying to finish off the enemy offlaner. Take by the cookie. Bosco's not going to die. Look at the Snapfire go, trying to slow down this Bob, but he's not going to be able to kill him. As Cuckoo, as Tino, by the way, hits him for a second and retreats.
Carlo, he's stolen these shards, by the way. Oh, another gobble up. He's spitting Bosco right in.
You see why it's difficult to tell? I couldn't even tell Bosco was the one being thrown in.
You know, holding the high ground here, still has the scythe.
I don't know if you want to fight into this.
Morphling is back. He's TPing up for the outpost.
Shit, that was a really good avalanche. Bob might just kill AU here, but Carl did get finished off in the backlines.
There's no
Could be an opportunity. We'll see. Bosco acted his own Stampede. Retreat for Blacklist rivalry.
Raven has BKB.
He's trying to heal back up thanks to the Depth Trap. Bosco, though, got caught in the shards. And
he's going to be pounded.
I don't know who stole the shard. Oh, it was the Morphling.
Yep.
It was the Morphling. Bosco's dead. Carl dies as well.
Oh, that's a kill on to Bosco without buyback. The XD! It comes back!
It comes right back. It's Carlo, sorry. He knows this game is now almost done, unless...
That's Megas, at least. Yeah. This Morph's huge.
What will Blacklist do? We do have one last gobble up. That was a pounce. Oh, sorry, that was a toss back.
Yeah, they forced the BKB, and the Wind Waker's going to see shakes the safety. Raven missed.
Raven missed the bounce, but he goes back to the high ground and hitting Electric on the way. We have the Walrus Punch as well for this Lash. Bob, his healing has been reduced, so is his damage, but he's going to survive this as Palos is back in. They turn Tusk into a pig, and now he'll die for 2 minutes as Tims also gets finished off. Execration,
it's
the
only
kings
Raven.
of 2 O's. They're going to finish off this game. They're going to win the Filipino Derby. Raven alone versus 5. He's not strong enough. He's been flattened. The Ancients being destroyed. Execration showing the old guard. There's a new Pinoy team in town.
Yeah, they are, and their name is Execration here. And my goodness, they have absolutely, I mean, just dominated here in game 2 as well. I have to say, Blacklist Rivalry certainly with some good moves here in this game, managing to find pickups onto the Morph and that hold onto the high ground as well.